Hi, this is oli-kern from oli-kern TV with Stay Curious. Today I'll talk about the importance of debriefing learning experiences or insightful experiences. Winston Churchill once said that everybody likes to learn, but nobody likes to be taught. I'm assuming that you sometimes have the role of a facilitator or a guide in a learning exercise by leading your team, your kids, your friends. No matter if you did a brainstorm, had a workshop session, did a role play, or had another important experience, debriefing will help you to internalize and pull your learnings into your actions. It is important that debriefing an activity takes place in a safe and trusting environment, and that everyone has a chance to discover their learnings, her or himself. Self-discovery is much more meaningful and profound than just to be told. I secretly use this basic technique for many new experiences and exercises that I encounter. I use it alone for myself as well as for any group I work with. Essentially, it's just asking for feedback and learning points, but the secret lies in knowing the 3 steps of asking and going through them in a structured way in order to understand and learn. And of course, not miss something important. Now, the 3 steps are: first, asking what happened in a factual way. Second, asking so what, and uncovering reactions and emotions. And third, asking now what, and making the right connections to people's future actions or behaviors. Now let's go through these 3 steps once more and a little more slowly. Remember, our role as facilitator is to induce learning. We can stimulate learning by asking, exploring, and capturing all the aspects that come from the answers to those 3 questions. Now, the first question is, what happened? Here we want to capture what actually happened, and that in a rather neutral or objective way, almost like a camera. We want to establish a common understanding of the actual event and pull it back into active memory. We can trigger this by asking questions like, for example, what happened? Or can you be specific about this or that? Or who reacted differently? And so on. With the second question, so what? Number 2, we want to uncover emotions and reactions that came up during the activity. Here we start generalizing about behaviors and feelings. Usually here the participants are having aha experiences. We can help this discovery by asking questions like, what did this mean for you? Or, how did you feel about that? How did the others feel? What does this suggest to you about yourself? Or simply, what did you learn? And finally, with the third and last step, we ask, now what? This makes connections to future behavior. This can touch our professional as well as our private life. It helps with the self-discovery I mentioned earlier on. Ideally, it transports learning from the described experience in steps 1 and 2 to the future actions of a person. It integrates learning into future real-world situations. Ideally, here we are defining action steps that we will implement in the near future. Supporting questions for this are, how could you apply this? What would you continue or discontinue? What would you have to change to make it work? Or what would you start with? I will emphasize again, skillful questioning can help you or your team, friends or family to internalize learnings from exercises, experiences or lessons. The sequential nature of asking these questions helps to first recognize an insight, then generalize it, and then integrate it, ideally with a lasting effect. And that's it for today. I hope these are helpful questions. As always, stay curious and keep smiling.